What's up, YouTube? This is the DFS Riddler coming at you live with another MLB video for the Saturday, April the 13th slate. I am here to solve all of your DFS riddles and questions that you may have for this slate. So please don't be shy and ask any questions that you might have in the comment box. I always love to hear from you guys. Before we get started, please take a moment to drop a like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell icon so you can get all of the future content. The picks have been absolutely on fire. Yesterday was a great day for MLB baseball and DFS. We'll quickly go over last night's plays. The two pitchers, Arrieta, he absolutely did his thing that I expected, going up against probably the worst lineup in MLB baseball right now, the Miami Marlins. They're just garbage. So I really liked Arrieta's play. He had a 29.55 for his score. The other pitcher that I picked, Trent Thornton, we'll just say fuck Trent. Fuck Trent Thornton. He put up a negative 3.25. Expected a lot more out of him. I think he had like a 22 and a 28 in his first two games. Had a pretty decent matchup. But he completely fucked the dog. So we'll just say fuck Trent, and we'll move on from that. We still cashed, all the premium members and myself. We all still ate really, really well. My cash line was 133 or 132, and that was with Trent Thornton in there with a -3 going on. So it was still really, really good. Arrieta did his thing, like I said, and the bats were really, really good. We'll go over those real quick. Altuve got a fucking grand slam home run, good for 20 fantasy points. Chris Davis got a home run. He has 16. Andrew Benintendi, he got a 17. He got a home run as well. It was his first of the year. Those predictions were right. I told you guys Altuve would hit a fucking home run, and guess what? He hit a grand slam. He was a great play. Trey Mancini, he got an 11, so I like that. Did pretty well. Simeon got a 7. I expected a little bit more out of him, but a 7 is better than a fucking 0, so we will take it, guys. Like I said, pretty damn good day for baseball. Picks are on fire. Winning lots of money off of Draft Dashboard lately. Speaking of Draft Dashboard, we will go over that really quickly. Draft Dashboard is the best lineup optimizer on the market, guys, that you can find. It has a ton of options that helps you pick the right players that'll help you take down that big money bag. One of my favorite tools is the MLB cheat sheet that you got on here. It tells you all the best plays on the slate today. You got your locks, your top pitchers in the best spots, your stud bats over 4,000, your mid-range bats from 3.5 to 4K, your value bats under 3.5K, and then the best part about this is the home run hitters, guys. This has a list of all the players on the slate today that have the best upside to hit a home run. And in MLB DFS, if you want to take down a big slate, that's what you're going to need. You're going to need a ton of home runs in your lineups. So this is a great tool, guys. I go to it pretty much every day and see what it has to say. Home run hitters. Moving on, I also really like the sleepers and studs option. The sleepers and studs has a list of all the players that are going to be under $4,000 that have the best upsides to make value at that price. And when you need to fit in the big bats like Anthony Rendon or Judge, any of those bats that are Mookie Betts or JD Martinez, pretty much those stud bats that are always over $5,000. You want those guys in your lineups. You have to be able to, you got to have the low price guys in there, the value plays that are, in order to fit the higher price guys, and you need those value guys that are going to make value for their price tag. So this tool is really, really awesome for that. Like I said, all the players that are under $4,000, and you can check out all their stats and their matchups for the day. So I do really, really like this tool as well. Last but not least is the lineup optimizer, guys. This is the best lineup optimizer that I have ever used. Honestly, I've won a ton of money just by the lineups that the lineup optimizer will spit out. You can take all of your players that you add to your player pool, then you go to your lineup optimizer, throw them in there and see what it gives you. It also has a mass lineup generator if you want to create multiple lineups, for, like you can do like 20, 30, 40, 50. Also really like that tool. So this lineup optimizer right here, like I said, it's won me a ton of money, guys, and it can win you a ton of money too. Draft Dashboard is just the shit. This tool is, this lineup optimizer is awesome. Like I said, it's won me a ton of money. It can win you a ton of money too. You can try it for only $1 for 30 days. Just click the link that's in the description of this video, and it'll take you to where you need to go. It is only $1 for 30 days. If you're spending $1 on fantasy already, fantasy sports, you do have $1 to at least give Draft Dashboard a shot. I guarantee you that it will win you more money at DFS MLB, guys. Even if you're already an experienced player or if you're just a beginner, it will improve your lineups. So I'll say it again, just give it a shot. If you don't like it after 30 days, you can always cancel. But I guarantee that you won't cancel because you'll be winning a lot more money at your DFS fantasy sports. So yeah, Draft Dashboard, guys, the best lineup optimizer out there. Give it a shot. We will move on to today's picks now. It's kind of a rough slate for this main slate for, first glance. The pitchers, let's see. Let's take a look at the pitchers that we have on this slate real quick before we look at the plays that I selected. Justin Verlander is your top pitcher today. He's the top price pitcher. You got him priced all the way up to 11,100. And honestly, I just don't really trust that. I don't really trust his play against a Seattle Mariners team who has been a little bit colder lately, but historically, like this year, they've been fucking crushing it. I think they have the most home runs in the league right now. So I don't really trust Justin Verlander to pick on the Seattle Mariners today at 11,100. He didn't look too great, coming out so far. His last game was at 14. And at this price tag, that's completely unacceptable. So I don't like Justin Verlander at that price tag. The pitchers that I do like would be Sean Newcomb. That's who I'm going to go for my SP1. Sean Newcomb has a stellar matchup today versus the New York Mets. He just has really good history pitching against the New York Mets. He's priced at 8,700. I really like that price tag for his upside today. Hasn't really pitched a great game so far this year yet. I think he's got that 12 and the 9 for his first 2 games. But like I said, his matchup today versus the Mets, he is only giving up a 103 batting average versus the Mets. They are 3 for 29. Sean Newcomb has about a average OPS that he gives up to all like righties, lefties, and switch batters. But like I said, I really like this matchup. 3 for 29. He has really good history against them. He's put up like really good fantasy points in his past years versus this team. So I don't expect any different from him here today. I think he's going to crush it. So ignore that 55 Draft Dashboard ranking, guys. Sean Newcomb is in a fucking great spot today. So I really like him. As you can see, Draft Dashboard does like him here with the crown next to him. So he is a really good play today, guys. For my SP2, a little bit of a gamble here, but I'm going to go with Merrill Kelly. Merrill Kelly for the Arizona Diamondbacks. He's priced at 8,500. A little bit priced up for the pitcher that he is. He has a 13 and a -3 out of his last 5 games. That 13 was against San Diego, and he is pitching against them today. But I think I can expect a little bit better performance out of Merrill Kelly today. He does have a 188 batting average versus the Padres. It's a tough spot for an SP2 today, but I do believe that Merrill Kelly is in a good spot. The Padres do strike out a ton. They do have some power in their lineup as well, but I think that Merrill Kelly can get value today, so I'm going to lock him into my lineups, and I would suggest it as well. I really like his upside here today against the Padres. Especially also if you're trying to avoid Justin Verlander on this slate. This is a really rough slate for pitching, guys. You have like Felix Hernandez. You have a lot of like really average ass fucking pitchers on this slate today. So out of all those average ass pitchers, I really like Merrill Kelly. But we will move on to the bats. Jose Altuve. Like I said last night, this guy hit a fucking grand slam home run. He's priced at 4,800 today. I like his price tag. He has a really good matchup once again. Last 5 games, he's got his 25, a 35, a 19, a 14, and 19. And I might have said Altuve got a 20 when I was talking about last night's picks. He actually got a 25, so scratch that. He got a 25, so that's even better. But his matchup today, he's going up against Felix Hernandez. He has a 1.255 OPS versus Hernandez, 14 for 29 with a 483 batting average. Jose Altuve has 9 singles, 4 doubles, and 1 home run. So he fucking crushes Felix Hernandez historically. Pretty good sample size for that to determine that. So I really like this matchup again today with Jose Altuve. I think he will crush Felix Hernandez here. Next bat that I have is Elvis Andrus for the Texas Rangers. It's priced at 4,200. They are playing in their home field, which is the number 2 hitting park out of all the parks. I really like him here. He is swinging the bat really, really well out of his last games. He only has 1 goose egg. But he put up a 26 yesterday, and he has a 12, and before that goose egg, he had an 11 and a 15. So he is hitting the ball really well today, and I don't see that'll change against Estrada. Estrada is a pretty bad pitcher. Elvis Andrus has good history against him with an 865 OPS, 9 for 25 with 7 singles, 1 double, and 1 triple. I really fucking like that. Elvis Andrus is in a great spot today, so lock him in. Next up is Alex Gordon. Last night, this guy fucking crushed it. I don't know if you guys saw the highlights or anything, but damn, I forget what his finishing stats were, but he had something. He had something really good going on. This guy is just crushing the ball right now. He put up 31 fantasy points. One of those hits that he got was a home run. Last 5 games, he has a 31, a 16, an 8, a 10, and a 2. Just like a week ago, this guy was like priced only at like 3,700. Now he's up to 42, and rightfully so. He's on a fucking hitting streak right now, and he has a great matchup today. Jeffrey Rodriguez was just pulled up from the from AAA. That's why there's no history versus Jeffrey Rodriguez, but Jeffrey Rodriguez has pitched in the big leagues a little bit. He has a 6.5 ERA earned run average while he was pitching in the big leagues, so he sucks. He's not that great. He's not that great of a pitcher. And Alex Gordon hits his best ball off of righty pitchers. Jeffrey Rodriguez is giving up a whopping 927 OPS versus lefty batters. So Alex Gordon being on a hot streak, he's in another crush spot today. I really like him here at this $4,200 price tag. He should kill this guy. This guy is, like I said, coming out of AAA and doesn't have very much experience pitching in the big leagues. So Alex Gordon is in a great spot. Lock him in. And then for my last batter, for my core 4, I like Ronald Acuna today. Everybody knows this guy is he's crushing it right now. He's also on a hot hitting streak, playing the New York Mets. He is priced at 5,300 today, so that's a little bit higher than what we're normally seeing him. But as you can see, Draft Dashboard likes him. He has an 84 Draft Dashboard ranking. He has a crown beside him. He is hitting 5 for 8 against a really horrible pitcher with Vargas. He has a 992 OPS versus lefty pitchers. Vargas does pitch to righty batters pretty well with a 675 OPS. But like I said, this guy is a fucking garbage pitcher overall. Ronald Acuna hits 5 for 8 with a 625 batting average. He has 3 singles, 1 triple, and a home run. I think Ronald Acuna hits a home run again today against Vargas. Great matchup, and Ronald Acuna is on a hitting streak right now. He's fucking killing it. So lock him in your lineups. Ronald Acuna, even at 5,300, I still like him. Pay every bit up. He's worth it. So lock him in. And then for my sleeper pick today, I'm going with Ryan O'Hearn, who does, like right now, he's probably going to be a little bit less owned because he's not hitting the ball that great in his last 5 games. He had a decent game last night. He had a 9. Other than that, he's had a 0, a 2, a 2, and a 6. But he has a draft dashboard ranking of 100 today, guys. He's going up against Jeffrey Rodriguez. I'm going to be picking on this pitcher today, guys. He's pretty garbage. I expect it to be a high-scoring game. Ryan O'Hearn has a plus 85% advantage over Jeffrey Rodriguez, like I said before, who gives up a 927 OPS to lefty batters, and Ryan O'Hearn hits righty pitchers with a 1.108 OPS. So I don't necessarily see a home run out of Ryan O'Hearn today, but I think he can go like probably 2 for 4, 3 for 4 with a couple doubles. And have some RBIs, possibly some runs. I think this guy can get you anywhere from 10 to 15 fantasy points on this slate today. And he's only priced at 3,700 because of his poor performance in his last couple games. So, but like I said, killer matchup today. So I think he pulls out of the slump. I think he kills it today against Rodriguez. Like I said, I'm going to be picking on this pitcher. So lock in Ryan O'Hearn. Throw him in some GPPs. I wouldn't say lock him into 100% of your slates, but as you can see, and like I was saying, he has a ton of upside today against a really bad pitcher. So that is going to do it. That's going to be it for the video today, guys. I will be back, as always, for another MLB video tomorrow. We have been absolutely killing it, guys. So like I said, if you're not on these videos, if you're not on the picks, you are missing out. You need to get on it, guys. We are fucking crushing it in baseball so far this year, and we plan to continue to do so. So as always, until tomorrow's video, make lots of money, and DFS Riddler out.